So this is what happens when you pull the ripcord or the emergency stop or whatever you call it. It stops. So first time I came to Grenada, I think it was 2012. I was crew on the boat I eventually bought, Fontaine-Pajot Bahia. It was at Grenada Marine. The boat was on the Heart. We were working on it. We were at the bar, the restaurant there that's on the waterfront, after work around 5 o'clock, and there was a guy there, obviously a sailor. His face was all cut up. And it just happened. You could still see the stitches and everything. Started talking to him, asked what happened. He actually fell off the boat, the dinghy. He did not have the ripcord on him. Basically, he fell out. The engine didn't stop. Somehow he got hit in the face. And that kind of stayed with me. I bought my first boat, I bought the Bahia actually in 2015. I've always had the ripcord on. If it's on your bag, on your clothing, or just loop it around your wrist. But to me, it's always on. The second time I saw something like this was maybe 3-4 years ago. It's a girl called. She fell off her boat. I don't know how she fell off, but she fell off the dinghy. She didn't have the ripcord, so the dinghy, what it did, it started circling, because that's what usually happens if you let go of the gas, it will start to circle, if you're lucky. She tried to jump on and grab the ripcord to turn the engine off, missed, and got hit once in the forehead, once under the nose, and once in the mouth, basically, breaking her teeth. She passed out. Went down. It was about 10 feet of water or something. She went down, passed out, so basically dead. But some fishermen were close by on their boat. The guy jumped in, brought her back up, and basically saved her life. Again, it just reinforced my feeling of always having the ripcord on. And by now, I've been sailing 10 years, driving dinghies for 10 years. So of course I figured it will never happen to me because I know how to drive a dinghy. I don't take chances. I like to go easy. I like to go smooth. And then the other day, we were in Guadeloupe. I'm gonna move a little bit because we're headed to this boat as we drift. Actually, let's pretend that I kind of fell off and let's see what the boat is gonna do if I just let it go. You can see it does start to circle. It will do so naturally. That's if you're lucky and greased your Zert. You've done the normal maintenance, because if you don't, the steering column is stiff. Like if I lock the steering column like this, it will just keep going in whatever direction it was going. If you're offshore and this happens and you fall off, forget about it. You'll never reach it. You'll never get it back. And if you're offshore and the wind is pushing you or the current is pushing you offshore, good luck getting back. I was in Guadeloupe. There was this boat that was stuck on a reef, a sailboat. It was a little bit offshore outside of the bay, so my first instinct is always I go to help. I go see if I can help. But it was a big monohull, and he was actually dancing on his keel on the reef, so there was no way I could grab the mast and pull it sideways to help it get down. And it was a 60-foot sailboat. Impossible for me to help in any way. So I just circled and asked if they needed assistance, if they wanted me to take some of the crew off and bring them to safety or whatever. But the captain was in control. He was okay, waiting for the tide. So I just decided to circle one more time before I headed back to our boat. Luckily, I didn't have my bag. All I had was my glasses. I just jumped in a dinghy and went to help. And then what happened, I went to circle around the boat on the back of it. I didn't notice that the waves were breaking right there. We were offshore, but the reef was there, and the waves were actually breaking on that reef. And I saw that the waves started to break right on top of me, so I tried to accelerate. The wave caught me on the side, and basically lifted the boat sideways 90 degrees. There's nothing you can do. You're in the water, and that was it. I just fell off the boat, fell into the water. Luckily, ripcord was on my shorts. Right away, the engine cut off. The boat was right there. I fell off, came up. I lost my glasses, lost my hat, but the boat was right there. I just hopped back on, started it up, and that was it. There was no running away of the boat or no danger of getting hit by the propeller. It's just something you want to consider. The one thing I see a lot is families. So you got young kids on the boat and you're not wearing the cord. So ask yourself if the kids are going to wear the cord. Also ask yourself, are the kids are going to be, a little more adventurous, and when you're not looking, they're going to drive like crazy. At least if they see you and you've drilled it into them to wear this cord, it's just not an option. After 10 years of sailing, I would never in my life have said that one day I'm going to be kicked off the dinghy. It's something that you just can't imagine. It's not going to happen to me, right? Well, it did. Like I said, luckily no damage. The boat didn't flip, just went up 90 degrees, so it wasn't flipped. I jumped right in, started right up, and I just got back to the boat all wet. That was not a big problem. So just something to think about. Always wear the cord, especially if you have family. I just saw, I was at Le Phare Bleu here in Grenada. I was at Le Phare Bleu the other day, and this dinghy drives in, big dinghy, like maybe a 20 horse on the back, not sure. This kid about 11 years old, the cord is just hanging there. What can you do? It's the parents' job to teach that. I think it's important. It saves lives. Like and subscribe.